Well, San Francisco truly is one of the most diverse and scenic cities in the whole wide world. As we can see from atop Twin Peaks here, we're on the roof of the city looking down at downtown, glistening in the afternoon light. And down there is an historic drive. It's about 49 miles long, and it winds through the streets of San Francisco and takes you to some pretty interesting spots. So, Laurel, City Hall, San Francisco, this is where the big drive begins, right?
Yep, the drive has always started here. Now it starts and ends here. But when
Laurel Rosen is a San Francisco native and the co-author of a guidebook on the 49-mile scenic drive.
It was developed by the Downtown Association as a tool to promote San Francisco during the World's Fair when that was on Treasure Island in 1939.
Many people have heard of the 49-mile scenic drive, but few have actually driven it. The entire route lies within the city, beginning and ending at City Hall, and passing by and through some of San Francisco's most famous neighborhoods and landmarks. Just follow the signs.
The Seagull sign they came up with in the 50s. They had a contest to design a new sign, and the Seagull design was the winning design.
From the gritty streets of the Tenderloin, we wind our way west, and in short order, find a little piece of the Far East. Yeah, Japantown is fun. You can, a lot of great restaurants in Japantown.
There's a great spa in Japantown.
Great spa in Japantown, right? The Kabuki, right?
There's actually that little Japanese market back there. I think it's one of the oldest Japanese markets in the city. It's been family-owned for quite a few generations.
In fact, many of the shops in Japantown are family-owned, such as the Uoki Sekai grocery store.
I'm a third generation. My grandfather started this store.
Today, people still come here for the prepared Japanese food and fresh seafood. We weave our way through downtown traffic. We're going to go right into Chinatown, right through the gate, huh? And head into historic Chinatown on our way to North Beach.
One of the first structures in San Francisco was here on Grant Avenue, which is now one of the narrowest streets in the city.
Chinatown is one of San Francisco's oldest neighborhoods, with storied alleyways dating back to the 1870s. It also has dozens of delicious restaurants and shops selling almost anything imaginable. The drive continues up Nob Hill past Grace Cathedral and descends into another area rich with culture and a strong sense of community, North Beach. There are dozens of wonderful Italian shops and cafes, as well as literary landmarks such as the City Lights bookstore, which became the headquarters for beat poets such as Lawrence Ferlinghetti and Allen Ginsberg during the 1950s and 60s. And one of the most popular neighborhood hangouts for poets, locals, and other famous folk is a little coffee house with a big reputation.
Is it true that this cafe is the first cafe on the West Coast with an espresso machine?
He's a pioneer.
The pioneer.
Papa Johnny.
Papa Johnny opened Cafe Trieste back in 1956. The cafe quickly became known for Papa Johnny's friendly service and its authentic Italian espresso.
Look over here. This is my way I make the cappuccino, like that. Like, first like that, little bit, and then.
All right. Oh, shake it a little bit like that. Oh, man.
Look
at that right to the top. That is totally beautiful.
This is a really Sante.
Yeah. Papa Johnny's espressos have attracted customers far and wide.
They come from all over. Spain, Italy, Germany, all over.
And rumor has it, this is a special spot for film director Francis Ford Coppola.
6 months, every day was here, he wrote the story, The Godfather.
Photographs of his famous patrons hang on the wall.
And I sing One Eye for Luciano Pavarotti. At finale, he say, Yammo, 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 Yammo. He sing together with the Papa Johnny, with family. Beautiful. Good to see you, God.
You don't have to be famous to enjoy Johnny's hospitality or his potent coffee.
Is it good?
I'll be awake for 10 days.
Are you happy? Papa's happy too. That's beautiful.
Back on the move again, we follow the signs and wind our way along the waterfront. These days, street performers flourish along the route, and so do street vendors, restaurants, and retail shops of all kinds. There are a lot of great places to eat here along Fisherman's Wharf, including Castagnola's restaurant, opened as a crab stand way back in 1916, and you can still walk along the street here and enjoy some really fresh seafood. The neighborhood is known primarily as a tourist destination, but rich traditions and pieces of the city's maritime past are also part of the landscape here. At Hyde Street Pier, visitors can see historic ships, such as the steam ferryboat Eureka, quite possibly the largest wooden vessel in the world, and the majestic Balclutha, built in 1887.
The Balclutha was, and ships like her, were the culmination of thousands of years of people harnessing the power of the winds to move across the waters.
Another place to experience San Francisco's waterfront history is nearby at Aquatic Park, where two unusual clubs have been around for 120 years, the South End Rowing Club and the Dolphin Club. The clubs seem to attract a different breed. People with personalities as big as the Bay.
I tell you, this is madness. It's suicidal, maniacal. It can't be done. It shouldn't, couldn't, it wouldn't be done.
They come to socialize, to swim, and to row the old historic boats in the chilly waters of the Bay, carrying on traditions nearly as old as the city itself.
To me, these clubs are a living part of old San Francisco.
It was a slice of heaven.